real man, baby. Swim is he's old hat, Bo. He's out of here. He barely won that last one. Real man plays like a real man. All in, Sorlacan, black decks, hitting towers, busting babies.
How did I get stuck with you again?
I don't know.
How does this keep happening to me?
2.0 on real man.
Really?
Wow. The bets are wild. Did you see that?
I mean, did not. I don't even believe it.
I was kind of kidding a little bit. Swim is a very talented player, but
I think after that one discard, that just, oof.
That was
Not
all the luck that he
anymore.
could ever need in that one hand.
I have to say, although Swim is obviously more experienced in terms of play time overall, he's been in the beta forever, as we're going to get into the game now, Real Man really impressed me with his mana
Real
space.
Man.
I was extremely impressed.
I wish I was a real man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, kangaroos, iguanas, and whatever else, we're about to jump into the game
It was open.
It was open. They shut it down.
They shut it down temporarily. Valve was like, we're not ready for a man of this realness.
Oh, somebody just had a heart attack trying to start the lobby. Can I ask about the bow tie? I believe you have it upside down. Fun fact.
I didn't put this on.
I'm not trying to judge you here, but okay.
It's too late. You've judged me plenty.
We'll talk about your bow tie later as we get into game one of Swim versus the real man.
Look at this level, 29. This is such a good avatar because I don't even remember the name of this creep.
That's Ravenhook.
It's horrible.
You ever heard his voice?
No, I've never played him before.
He has probably my favorite voice acting in the entire game. He talks like a...
You said that about everything.
He talks like an old gambler on a gambling boat in southern Louisiana.
They like this and talk like this.
Not at all. No, that sounds like a prospector that's been left in the sun to die. It's like... Oh, Dad, now that's a fine. There's a fine Zeus there.
No.
That is nice.
That's actually probably the rarest of voice lines in the game.
Yeah,
because
literally no one plays that card. It's awful. What the hey? He switched him out. That would have been an easy armor to dive with. Can't believe Swim didn't just kill himself.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. Swim actually does not mind dying very early with these blue heroes. He has a lot of experience with mono blue, of course. We did hear some feedback, Slacks.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that's right. The chat want to see the cards, baby.
Oh, God, I muted.
You're muting my audio. Please just hit F5.
Right,
it can't be that hard.
Maybe we can't do it yet until the thing is zoomed in. We'll try it again, friends. At first, I was going to ignore the suggestions about wanting to help people follow the stream. But I reconsidered.
You know, a lot of people on Artifact have been doing that. Original idea to ignore suggestions. And then maybe we should do those suggestions.
Sexy. Okay, there we go.
There's a fine card there.
He's not running this.
That's a fine Legionnaire.
So as you can see, the deck on the left is Swim's mono blue, which is, in all honesty, less interesting than the other side here. We got the red, black, juicy three.
Now, was that there Tristan stand up and drawn up there?
We actually have seen it played one time now.
Oh, that's a fine card to be played at this moment there.
It was not. Okay.
Tristan standards. Look at that damage.
Why don't you explain what this card does to people? I mean, there's a lot of people that you have to actually look it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Tristan standards. A rare card.
Let me show you how to do this. It's right here, you idiot. Read.
After you play a red card, you give that hero and its allied neighbors 1 attack and armor this round. Now, 1 attack, 1 armor doesn't sound that great, but when you're playing a bunch of red cards and against creeps, you kind of build up that momentum. Those creeps are alive. They're killing other creeps. It's pretty hype.
That's right. I mean, in theory, it's pretty good. Obviously, for like mono red, I definitely expect to see Tristan standards. Less so in a deck like this, but
damn, can we
can't question Real Man.
Shut up for a second.
Yes.
Look at Real Man. Swim, it looks, he's nervous, he's thinking, he's sniffing his fingers. Real Man don't have a goddamn hand on the keyboard. I don't even know what he's playing with.
I'm actually a little surprised that he's not combing through his hair like he does constantly on stream. It's actually quite annoying.
Jesus Christ, Real Man is such a man, dude. Look at that. Oh shit! He got the hand on the keyboard.
The webcam is like zoomed into his keyboard. Look at that.
Baby.
All right, we're going to see the pick-off take out Ogre Magi back in the game, of course. Still 4 mana for Swim. Just going to have to use a Foresight. Not much to do here.
Yeah.
And like we talked about, Obviously, Luna dying isn't the greatest, but we'll be back for mana 6, and the fact that it didn't die to Bristleback is huge because obviously the 2 armor will not be coming for that big fat boy.
Absolutely. So let's see. Ooh, shopping spree for Real Man right there.
Real men don't wait to shop.
Oh, that's right there. We gonna make those rash decisions and buy it all.
This is not a payday deck at all, obviously. No. So saving up your gold doesn't do a whole lot. So getting a lot of these cheap items, obviously Blink Dagger of very high quality. It is an uncommon, I think.
What is that?
The rarity. The rarity of the item is uncommon.
I mean, yeah, sure. I agree with you there. I believe that is a fact. We get rid of that. That's nice card draw there as well.
That might bite him in the ass a bit here because there is Aghanim Sanctum available. See if he plays it or not.
I mean, he's got another one.
Conflagration does look quite... Yeah, that's true, but he can't play it this turn.
But that's fine. I mean, you could deal with that. It's only 5 mana.
How many smashes does he have in this
Let's take a look.
2 more. All right. So he has a full 3 in this bad boy.
Well, why not there? You got the Legion standards.
I can give you the power.
The worst Louisiana accent I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's a fine, spicy.
So Scarlet's going to die here, but Aghanim Sanctum will allow him to at least get a foresight off.
Look at that.
Conflagration.
Look at that Bronze Legionnaire, man. That is such a hype unit with the Dresden standards.
Yeah, it's killing the creep even more than it would have already.
3 armor is nothing to scoff at, my friend.
Yeah, but it's temporary.
It is temporary. But you think he's not going to play a red card every single time?
It's possible he runs out of red cards, yes. I don't know.
Possible.
It's tough to say.
Not probable.
Allow me to be of
now, the question is, do you think Conflagration is going to be good anywhere? It could be pretty good in the last lane because we're not working with any armor on Bristleback.
Yikes.
That 3rd lane you kind of don't want to go to necessarily if you're Swim.
Dude, this is a hype-ass lane next round. He did decide to put both of those in one lane. Now, we saw how strong that could be late into the game, just having pretty much unlimited mana, poor man Celemene, if you will.
But it also gives away that you're focusing on that lane as well.
Absolutely. Right? And can be very punished with Smash to the defenses. It is going to be round 6. He can, in potential, draw another Smash to the defense and tear that thing down in one lane.
That would be pretty disgusting for real men.
Real man, don't sweat about this kind of shit.
This guy, it just feels like he deserves to be sponsored by Old Spice.
I love him. The camera looks down upon us on Real Man's house because he looks down upon all of us. Look at that man.
Yeah, he's beautiful. All right, Conflagration doing a good amount of work, not able to kill anything as of... Ooh.
Oh, that's a mistake.
I mean, it's not like...
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake. Okay.
I mean, come on. The Conflagration is a great spell. We all know that. But you have a red deck, which is inherently going to start to get some armor here and there. Why not save that for the very
he
powerful...
knows these are here, so this is a conscious decision.
I understand that, but...
So like I talked about, the fact that there's 2 here means that there's probably going to be more than 1 hero sacrificed into... Or not sacrificed, but put into this lane. A lot of focus for Swim. So perhaps... Real Man doesn't want to go for this first lane at all.
I mean, but that's the strength of blue, is just because you're in a lane doesn't mean that blue can't affect you. I mean, double Thunder God's Wrath is a huge problem.
That is true.
And, I mean, he's able to have so much mana now. I'm very surprised by that move. Conflagration is predictable. You know what's coming. 2 damage. You can plan around that. Having 6 refreshes or whatever, that's insane. You can't touch that.
I mean, you can touch it.
Well, we'll see. Not in my opinion. No. He just lost the game.
1 blue here into each respective lane for Swim. So we're going to have a double blue in the mid lane. We'll see if any annihilations are picked up. Obviously, none as of yet. Eclipse. Ooh, there's the Annihilation. We'll see if he wants to use this anywhere. 3 charges only on Eclipse right now.
Man,
Annihilation in this last lane looks to be the best choice as of this moment.
Yeah,
but Eclipse will have 4 charges. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually killing everything.
That is how you count to 4. That's very good.
That's the easiest way for me to count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I count the beams.
You're like
how do you do it?
How do I count? I don't.
You just hope to God.
I assume everything's gonna be all right.
Enough magic was popped. Let's see how many he has. See, I love this. This is great.
Great
suggestion, guys.
That's
absolutely
his only enough magic.
Yeah, that's risky.
I mean, but he's a real man. He says, you know what? Now's the time. I'm going to play it. We'll see what happens. Swim here.
He got his 3rd Aghanim Sanctum now.
That is so many Agnum Sanctum.
That is a lot.
I thought you definitely played in this lane.
You definitely play it in lane 1.
You just go ahead.
If you want to be a real, if you want to beat real man, you gotta be a real man.
3 Agnum Sanctums, 1 lane. God help you if 1 blue hero has survived your assault.
All right, Berserker's Call going to take out Kana and the creep. That's a lot of damage being done to the tower, but of course Agnum Sanctum is still there.
That's right. Not too much.
Could annihilate.
I mean, he could, but that would be kind of a waste, I think, in this lane.
Would it?
I mean, you got to look at
annihilate into Eclipse.
But check out the item, SunsFan, on Real Man's hero. So he doesn't even get that much money. No, in this lane, if he annihilates mid, he doesn't even get that much bounty out of it.
I mean, are you doing it for the bounty? This isn't a gold deck. This is a delay control deck.
I'm just saying. You got 2 easy heroes in that last lane, and in this lane, you're not even have the possibility of doing tower damage.
The issue is that if you annihilate here, Eclipse will probably not be enough in the last lane because there's a Stonehall Cloak available.
Exactly.
But it will still do a lot. So I think he does it.
I think he Arcane Assaults or does nothing that we sell him to do. Grabs himself a Compel. How many Compels does our boy have here? He does have 3 of those. So
excellent. All right, well, a lot of damage being done at mid, but initiative still in the hands of Real Man, so we'll see if he's scared of the Eclipse, and indeed he is. So with 4 charges, you want to count it with me?
Yeah, sure.
This is 5.
1, 2.
He could get lucky.
Oh.
Or he could just do the thing that I didn't even notice, that he had at any cost in his hand the entire time, which he has. I'm actually doing this too much, I think, now.
Yeah.
He has 3 of in this deck.
Very surprising that a blue, mono blue has 3 at any cost.
Very surprising.
Next, you're going to tell me he has 3 annihilations.
Let's see how many he has,
Please
guys.
stop pulling it up.
That is the interesting thing about Swim's deck is only 1 bolt, as we talked about, as the casters talked about last game.
That is interesting, because the whole point of this deck is kind of to clear out, stall for time, get big. So, yeah. Guess he's doing work with his heroes instead.
Skywrath into the first lane now. The mid lane is looking like a real juicy candidate for annihilation.
Oh, my sweet Mesquite. Please put on another Tresden Standards. Double up on Tresden Standards.
Yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot against Thunder God's Wrath. Actually, Thunder God's Wrath double does not do much.
Not at all.
8 damage to all heroes.
Yeah.
Well, it does tend to Legion Commander, I suppose, but still.
She does have
combination
a
with
Fountain
this would
Flask,
be
though. He's prepared for this. I mean, we questioned why he went and got that conflagration before, but, I mean, look at that. He's buying Fountain Flasks. He knows that these big plays are coming, so looking for ways to interrupt them.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, man.
Tresden Standards #2.
Yeah, but not going to save that boy. One more magical spell, and our lad goes out.
What?
The 1 piercing damage.
The 1 piercing damage? What are you talking about?
Oh, no, the Legion's, the soldier boy. Zeus is going to kill him.
You're talking about if combined with 2 Thunder Gods?
No, I was saying that the very buffed up creep was going to die.
Oh, you're talking about, you're casting the creeps now.
Well, of course. They're all units.
They're all very important, I know. Right, he's going to use Concussive Shot, so down to 1 armor temporarily. Arcane Assault for initiative, and this is an obvious annihilation coming up. It even has a second one to spare now thanks to that card draw. A lot of damage being done by Swim as well. This first lane is looking real bad for Real Man.
Yeah.
And annihilation as expected.
Doesn't
like you
make
said,
that much
not
money.
A lot of gold, though.
Only 11.
Boy, the gold is more important than losing your tower,
I mean,
according to you.
No tower was lost. Both teams died, SunsFan.
That's true. All right, we'll see what Swim wants to do here.
Now,
Hourglass obviously will be very good if played in this lane, just because it'll start to work the beginning of next turn.
All right,
There's just not a whole lot of HP to work with, though.
I would like to talk about kind of the meta play that Swim has kind of concocted himself here. This is exactly where you want to be in the situation. You have pretty much all the heroes are going to be coming out at the same time.
Yes.
And you have this Thunder God's Wrath with all of these refreshes. A mono blue's dream is to just wipe the board and do chaos for 2 rounds, and that's exactly what we're setting up for. And that's very high-level plays. That's something that you don't see most, pub players do. They want to kill a hero when they can. Really good players, they want to kill all the heroes at the same time and just give themselves free reign to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
It is a very good point.
Very good.
Thank you, SunsFan.
Now, Potion of Knowledge picked up by Swim, and Real Man still with, what does he got here? The Fountain Flask, Stonehall Cloak, Jaspers. And is that a blink dagger that I can't click on? I should be able to click on this. Let's see.
Don't. It's hidden.
Got it. Told you. You gotta have dexterity in this game.
Very high dexterity.
So where are we looking here? He's actually going to be going to this first lane, which is slightly surprising considering so much damage has already been done. But really, it's about getting it down to below 20, right? That's when you're super scared.
Yeah. Although, he does only have one of those.
Yes.
So
you still got to think about it.
Not the scariest thing in the world.
I feel like every game we see, that's how the game ends, though. If you win with blue.
With the Damocles?
The bolts, yeah.
I mean, if blue's going to win, they're definitely going to win with the Damocles. But we've seen plenty of mono blues not win, so.
That is a great point as well. Eclipse now at 5 charges.
Ooh, that's a big boy. Ooh, yeah.
And the Hourglass goes onto the duel.
Yikes.
And pick off.
That duel would have been so useful right here. Just insta-duel the Zeus. None of this madness would be happening right now.
Yeah, you can coup de grace or even chain frost potentially, although that's a little bit riskier.
Yeah, chain frost definitely not the play here. 10 HP, I mean, that would have to be a lot of lucky bounces, I would think, SUNSfan. Just a quick coup, make sure that you stop this unbelievable refreshing coming out from both of these Agnum Sanctums.
I mean, if you want to stop the damage, you just chain frost here. You kill all these creeps, pretty much guaranteed.
Who cares? All your heroes die, SUNSfan. What do you do then?
Yeah, that is the issue. That's why coup de grace is available. It will be used. Gank is lost.
That is a powerful card to lose. However, I think that's definitely the decision. 2 refreshes right there. That's terrifying.
It is terrifying. But this was, like we talked about, a conscious decision not to use smash defenses, which is still a little bit interesting. And the fact that he didn't end up even getting the lane 3 at all after taking conflagration. So I have to look back on that perhaps after this game and see if it was the right decision or not. So blink from the PA to that 3rd lane, the aforementioned.
This is just not the situation you want to be in right here. All these creeps doing all that damage. We do have Kana's ability to pretty much wipe out this Bristleback in a variety of different ways. Excited to see which way she'll murder this man.
You could do double at any cost.
That's right.
Probably not the play.
No.
Eclipse would be an easy one, but it's only one in hand, so perhaps you want to save that for a rainy day. As Stonehall Cloak is placed. You could use Compel, of course, to just redirect the attack to Bristleback.
Now that's a very interesting play right there,
good bait.
though. Yeah.
That's a swim special.
Is that the swim bait?
Yeah, he always baits.
Yeah, that
he baits in many ways.
Okay.
He's the master of it.
Thank you very much, SUNSfan. Yeah, so we have another Thunder God's Wrath potential right here. We're going to refresh, so I'm assuming that's what he's going to do if he's going to choose to lose initiation. Actually going to compel to nothing just for another card draw. One of the best things about that card, a lot of people forget that. You do get a card off that.
Indeed you do. Chain Frost is played, and Hourglass will... This is one thing I wish that was the case. If you lose the Hourglass there, it should unlock everything instantly that it's
Unlock
locked.
everything.
I would like that a lot. Yeah.
That would be definitely a nerf to the item that I think a lot of people would enjoy.
Yeah, Hourglass I think is a bit too strong right now.
Do you?
A tad bit,
A
yes.
tad?
Didn't mention the Stonehall Pike placed upon Kana, one of the best candidates for that. She always sticks around, has a lot of high HP. Yep. Doesn't do a lot of damage, Slacks.
That item is garbo, but on Kana and Tidehunter, it actually has some kind of use.
As well.
Sven?
I love it on Sven.
No, you just drop a nice Claymore on Sven. You don't worry about Jack.
Why would you ever buy a Claymore? Why would you ever put that in your deck? Ever.
I meant Broadsword, but...
that as well. That makes no difference at all.
I meant Short Sword.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a little more reasonable, I suppose. Double Annihilation now available. Chain Frost is here again.
Boom!
And barring horrendous bounces, I think there's nothing to the right. So that was guaranteed.
Now that's a value Chain Frost right there. Still keep your initiative. Yeah. I said it right.
You said it right. Don't question yourself, buddy.
Oh my God! Is it finally over? 1 year I've been trying to say this word correctly.
Did he just use Agnum Sanctum?
He did.
Am I missing something?
No, I mean he lost initiative anyway. Why not have some fun? He's got nothing else to do. Click all the buttons. If it glows, it goes, as I always say.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a great point, as always, Slacks. You're a genius.
Thank you. You're very kind to me today.
It's all
I feel
sarcasm.
like not wearing the constrictive shirt has really made you just a nicer person.
I did unbutton.
Wow.
We're going to see a duel, so that's going to open up 7 more damage to the tower.
Booyah!
It's not going to be enough for lethal, but it is very, very close.
Wow.
Okay, it is enough for lethal because
Don't forget about
Tresden. I forgot about it. I won't lie.
You damn idiot.
I actually forgot about Tresden standards. That is unbelievable.
That damage really just sneaks up on you.
Is there anything he can do about this lane?
No, I believe he's lost. And why did he lose, SUNSfan? I want to hear you say
Tresden stand.
Look at Real
It came
Man.
through. I will not lie. I had no faith in this card.
Real Man never sweat. He moved from this position twice.
Yeah.
Once to kill a man with a gank, and another time to get his fucking drink on. That's the only time he's moved this entire goddamn game.
Look at him. Look at him drink that. What's he drinking? What do real men drink exactly? Is that a Snapple?
Some sort of Fanta drink, I believe.
Oh, Fanta.
Only something that's heavily promoted for
real man. If you ever watch this stream, let me give you a suggestion here. Right? Fanta is the worst of the 3 orange sodas. Number 1 is Sunkist because it's the only one with caffeine. Okay. Crush is the second best because it's the closest in taste to Sunkist. Fanta is the worst because it tastes terrible, has no caffeine, and it's just horrendous on all levels.
Only a real man can drink Fanta because the commercials have dancing, singing ladies. Fanta, Fanta, don't you want that? Fanta, Fanta. That's his life. Real Man sits down, plays Artifact, and women are running around singing and dancing in the background. You don't see him on the screen because he doesn't like... A real man does not put ladies on the stream as sexual objects. He respects them and lets them do their job.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Fanta is the way to go, apparently, despite tasting the worst. We agree on that, at least.
It might taste the worst, but he's giving people jobs. He doesn't believe in the glass ceiling. That's a real man.
Okay. Fair enough,
I mean, he does. I don't know. I'm very confused on my social justice right now. Either way, he's a good guy.
All right, so Swim starts out with, of course, he's playing his ramp deck now, actually, not the mono blue.
Time to ramp,
So we get to see some Darkseer action, which I'm really excited about. Has a double Bronze Legionnaire opening. Also the duel available. Obviously, will not want to play it here, though. So Bronze Legionnaire widening the lanes nicely. He's going to probably do that in the last lane as well. So pretty good start for him. And Real Man, on the other hand, is playing... Oop, that's the wrong one. Here we go.
Don't even pull it up. You want to know Real Man? Just look at the top left. He is playing Bounty Hunter PA. The game is over. He's got an early gank. He is ready to roll. Such a strong card. We saw him in that first series completely work with it. And now we get to see some more. Agnum Sanctum already available at round 4.
Unbelievable.
That's what you want. That's the dream. You put down that Aggie first, and then you just let her go.
Cannot wait for the Agnum Scepter item to come out someday.
The Agnum Scepter item? What would that even do in Artifact?
It would upgrade your signature card somehow.
That would be extremely complicated for Valve to have to do.
It sounds great to me. Let's do it.
That's awful.
I love it.
That's awful.
Terrific.
What if Agnum Scepter, if you play it, it's an item, any card that you spell it does it twice? Any card that you do, it just insta-does it twice.
I mean, that could be counterproductive.
What do you mean?
Plan, you just double cunning plans back in place.
I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be a moron. You have to think about it.
I don't know. That sounds difficult to me. Darkseer placed in the first lane. So this is something I want to talk about. Darkseer, of course.
Yes.
Surge is available starting next turn. So typically you'll see him in the draft game where he is the river hero because Surge is available right away, like we talked about. And Anacostia just can destroy this entire lane, minus the Darkseer.
Sure.
But playing him in the first lane, it's almost like having a Blink Dagger always available when it's off cooldown, right? So doubling up on the colors is fine. Tripling up on heroes in that lane is fine, I think, for the most part, if you can get the Surge off. But we do see the added cost like we talked about.
I really do love seeing heroes like that. Like a Drow Ranger, you always want to try to play her in lane 3 to ensure that even if she dies, she gets that damage out. And Darkseer, you kind of always want to play him in lane 1. You make sure that no matter what happens, you have some kind of plan to move people around. You can always start lane 1, putting any hero in there and then getting them out. So interesting hero that Swim might have mastered. Or many have thought that
I want to see the Ion Shell on LC. I want to see 5 Retaliate, because that sounds filthy.
All right, we do have a gank here. Probably not going to be using this, although she will be able to kill the Bristleback. You could use it and save your, in the last lane, your Bounty Hunter, which could get the damage proc onto that Naked Tower. So something to consider.
Yeah, that could be okay. That allows you to play a blue spell to help you trade with the Bronze Legionnaire. But we'll be going for the first lane Darkseer. Afraid of that Surge ability coming online next turn.
Yeah, and I did misspeak. If she did kill Axe in that last lane, she would have died, not getting the Bristle kill. So that really was the best play.
That is correct.
That is correct. Sorry, I typically never misspeak, but
yes, you're not known for misspeaking at all.
Quite eloquent.
The redirection of the arrow can come if Swim wants with the Stonehall Elite. Obviously, we'll sacrifice it. Cheeseburger Man never actually makes it to McDonald's, unfortunately for him. I was thinking about making a comic showing each step of the Cheeseburger Man's life.
The lore
really sad,
of Cheeseburger Man?
Yes.
That would be incredible.
So Arcane Assault was enough because of the static field to actually take out the axe. So Bounty Hunter does get a free shot at the tower. That's always nice for Real Man. The level 29. I already forgot the name of this this creep.
What?
What is the name of this creep again?
That is Ravenhook.
Yes, Ravenhook. God. It's actually very easy to remember.
They spent...
It's literally a raven.
That's a hook. It's dog rod, my friend.
Thank you. Elsie, the only hero available for Swim. Where do you want to go with this? You have dual. We didn't really talk about the fact that this is a ramp deck, and he's not rampant right now. He's at 5 mana everywhere. He does have the Mist, of course, which is very helpful in the mid lane. But we have seen 0 stars align. We have seen 0 Celemani's favors. And that was another big reason for, and again, Real Man, remember the first time he played, he got those ganks over and over and over, preventing the amazing LifeCoach cards from actually being played. Well, taking out these green heroes is crucial for this to work.
Very good. I mean, you can tell that Real Man's done his homework. He knows exactly who to focus, and Swim's just ready for these ramp cards. He's got an Emissary. He's got a Time of Triumph. He finally gets a Celemane, which is going to be very, very big coming up in this round. But where's his green heroes? They're all dead. Real Man did his job and says, green ain't for real men. I don't eat celery. Get the heck out of here.
Mist of Avernus now proccing on 4 units.
Yeah?
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
He's gonna go for the duel right away.
Nice job, Swim. Now Swim's playing like a real man. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, there's not going to be a blue hero in this lane next turn, which, of course, is very important because of the Annihilation. So this lane could get out of control real fast for Swim. But again, not a whole lot of... I mean, he does have Celemani's favor, but both green heroes are dead right now. So we'll be able to get it up next turn. So there could be a Time of Triumph in this lane with Mist of Avernus if he wants to actually do that, which sounds pretty damn good.
I have to agree with you.
You put like a Darkseer in the first lane or whoever, another green hero here. That could be the beginning of the end for Real Man.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to work his way around that. We do have an Agnum Sanctum still not used. He got that at round 4. He finally puts it down.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, there's not much to do though, right? You have the Ignite, which is going to tickle the Swim heroes for the most part, especially once Time of Triumph is played.
He does, however, have PA coming back out, and with that gank available, he pretty much insta-kills somebody if he puts that in lane 1, which will be very helpful.
But initiative is on the side of Swim, which is super important.
Sure, but he puts down a Celemane, you know? You just kill whatever green hero is in whatever lane that he puts down that Celemane. I guarantee you, he puts that...
I mean, does that really matter that much?
Sure.
Would you choose Emissary over Time of Triumph? With 3 heroes in the lane?
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, Emissary does look really good in that lane, but I do believe that you're right. He's going to get ganked, this Darkseer.
Yeah.
If PA is put in the first lane.
I said it last time when we had that debate. If you have to kill somebody, do you stop a Time of Triumph for you to stop an Emissary? I'm always a fan of stopping the Emissary. I'm sorry. I got to say it. And Darkseer.
Well, this isn't much of a choice, though, right? Because you have 2 red and 1 green.
Sure. But if I had the choice, I'd stop the Emissary.
Okay.
You can deal with the Time of Triumph, man.
You can't prevent
Can you?
this.
Yeah, we've seen people get round 2
I don't know if
Time
you know
of
this,
Triumph.
but it's quite strong.
It is very good.
So we're assuming that Swim puts Celemanes in the mid lane, and there we go.
There we
that's
are.
8 mana. He is going to get out of control. Gank.
Ganking that Darkseer. He's got to.
Yeah.
He's got to.
So no Emissary, but again, Swim's going to be pretty happy that Time of Triumph is still there.
People call me a shitty caster. I just want to say I called that like 30 seconds ago before any cards even went down.
That is just unbelievable. That's an amazing call. It's not like it was completely obvious.
Good Lord. You know what? Hire me, Valve, for Artifact TI.
Don't do it. It would be the greatest mistake you've ever made.
Don't do it. At any cost. That's pretty nice.
And the problem right now for Real Man is, of course, like we talked about, not able to get a hero of the blue nature in this mid lane for this turn. So this is going to be a freebie for Swim.
Yeah. But he does be able to prevent that. Not only these heroes from, yeah, they're going to take the tower, but if Darkseer was there, he could have Time of Triumph and then moved one of those heroes as well.
That is right.
So good idea to get that out of there. Big question, does he actually want to Time of Triumph these heroes? He has,
I think so.
But he has no escape mechanism here. These guys could be trapped here until Darkseer finally gets out. Why waste your Time of Triumph? You're already taking the tower.
What else would you do? Spring?
Huh?
Spring is kind of weak.
I mean,
I don't think it's that. Spring is, I mean, don't get me wrong, for Spring of the Trap is a good spell, but you can't really compare it to Time of Triumph. If you get 2 or more heroes, I think you just got to do it.
Okay. Won't disagree with you there. 34 damage coming out. It's only going to get worse in that middle lane, and Swim opens himself up to another idea, you know?
That's 1 Annihilation down, though. Coup de Grace is used to take out Axe, so
Payday!
Into a Payday. All right.
All right. Now,
so
Real
what do we
Man.
have here? He has 3 Vestures, 3 Blinks.
No.
Vesture number 1.
No,
blink,
Real
blink,
Man.
blink, and that's it. So 1 Vesture.
Gotta say, that is not good. I think he definitely needed those Vestures real bad. At least 2. We talked a lot about how 2 Vestures and 1 Link can negate the Time of Triumph damage if you're blocking up those heroes.
Yep.
I don't think he's too happy with that one.
He's going to have to go for a Vesture into Blink into Annihilation. And the question is, will he have any way to regain initiative? And the answer is no. He can Foresight, but won't have another 4 mana for the Arcane Assault, which actually only has 1 Arcane Assault. I did not know that.
That's very risky.
Interesting.
Ooh.
All right, Payday. Coup de Grace.
Yikes.
Not going to be too helpful, so you're going to Vesture up the Luna, which I love. That means you get an extra Lucent Beam every single turn.
Yep, no matter
what. Which means this Eclipse is going to just ramp up nice and juicily.
No,
is that a word? Juicily?
That's right. And SunsFan, check this out.
Yes.
She goes to the next lane. She dies. She Vestures back. She can do it again. If she didn't use the Blink, she would have had 3.
What are you saying? Are you speaking English? It's like you're speaking a completely different language.
Sorry,
Magi
excuse me.
was a Blink used just for the damage, but of course can blink to the mid lane after the fact if needed, or another one for that matter.
Why even come here, though? Let's be real. I
Why?
mean,
What do
you
you mean?
send your Vestor here.
Yeah.
It's already gone.
What's already gone?
This lane.
He can go for 80 in this lane.
Potentially.
I mean, there is an argument for not doing anything now that you're here with Vesture, honestly. But then you're not doing anything really with your Vesture.
If it were me,
I mean, Mist is just the scariest thing about this, right?
for me, I would have blinked next round. I mean, you know,
Next round.
Next round.
We're going to see the duel, so damage will be done to the tower regardless. That's the power of initiative, right?
That is it.
Did not have an initiative card to use, so 46 damage being done.
I actually think that that's good, though. Hear me out.
I'll try.
He's going to put a green card into this mid lane.
No, what? No.
He's going to put down the Quorum. He's going to go for the end game.
Really? You think he's going to go all in on mid when there's a Vesture Luna with possibly Annihilation?
Well, he very well might.
I will be thoroughly shocked if that's the case.
Let's see what happens, SunsFan.
I mean, this 46 damage is enormous because even if he comes with the Vesture and Annihilation, it's only 2 heroes. He has 3 coming in next turn. Yep. And actually, we didn't even notice he had a TP the whole time. Now, not sure if he's doing 80 anymore, which is kind of the issue with this play. But obviously a little safer. Continue to do a lot of damage to this tower. And do you want to waste the Annihilation on 1 hero? I don't think so. And even if he had Eclipse, Eclipse will not do enough to kill everything here. Not even close. So initiative being saved by a Real Man.
Necessary, question mark?
Sees the Vesture. 4 gold. Cannot buy. That's how the shop works.
Thank you, SunsFan.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, SunsFan.
But it's interesting that we've gotten to this point and Swim has basically not played any green cards other than the Celemane's favor. Am I wrong?
I mean, he hasn't really gotten a chance either.
And missed.
Yet again, gank is available, and PA is going to be put in that first lane to just make sure that those green cards don't get to do anything. There we see, as we talked about, Darkseer getting into that first lane, letting shit happen. You know what you do here, SunsFan?
Yes.
You summon the Quorum in lane 1, use Darkseer to move her to lane 2.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I like it. I like it quite a bit. Something else to talk about, which I'm kind of annoyed about, to be perfectly honest, is every time I play Darkseer, Ion Shells are just stuck in my hand. I don't think he's drawn Ion Shell once.
He has not drawn a single one.
In any game.
Darkseer is very much like Keith the Bold. You play a mini game every time that you play him. It's called how many signature cards can I get? And every single signature card you get, your percentage of winning the game goes down 30%. If you draw all 3, you're on 90.
Ah, God, look at these draws, man. Swim has made a pact with the devil.
He really
or something.
We saw that coup de grace on the horn. He's never drawn an Ion Shell. This guy.
Unbelievable. Oh, he's going to lose Eclipse by coup de graceing here.
Yeah,
Axe is gone. And I'm actually liking this idea of emissarying. And then,
I mean, then Annihilation, though.
Yeah,
so.
There is Annihilation, but it's still 2 for 2 heroes.
What about Emissary in the last lane?
Well, that's what I'm talking about in the last lane.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. And if he drew, he lost 1 Annihilation with a coup, right?
Oh, well, interesting move.
Oh, he's going to Stars Align. Wait, what did he play?
He played Celebrating Favor to get to 8, then a Stars Align.
Yeah, Stars Align is not going to be too useful at this point, so just being able to do a little bit extra for this 1 turn is nice. Okay.
He actually chooses to beef up this lane. We'll see if he actually decides to move her along.
No point in moving her now.
Yeah.
Because her ability is already used. She pumped it real good. You can only do it once per turn.
That's a really great pump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this lane's looking a lot better. I mean, Swim feels like he's just winning every lane.
Yeah.
So
this has been
he's in great position.
A rough time for our friend, Mr. Real Man, after a very, very good performance.
Indeed.
2.
Not blink the Ogre away, just to block as much damage as possible, and also keep initiative for potentially Annihilation here. Doesn't feel great, though.
No, not at all.
I mean, you might want to just... all right, he's going to do it. Obviously, Annihilation with the Vesture synergized quite nicely, but it still doesn't feel good.
Swim's definitely not feeling the pressure from that move, I don't think.
Yeah. And we have the Time of Triumph to LC in this lane.
Now, I will say, we are getting close to both the Damocles time. If he can manage to take out one of these 2 towers that are extremely low, that's a Damocles for an insta-kill.
And he has 2 in his deck. 1 in his hand right now.
Yeah, if he draws a Damocles,
he can just hold on. That is true. In terms of the Annihilation game, though, only 1 left in the deck.
Not great.
So he's used 1. He discarded 1 with coup, if I'm not mistaken. So Swim knows exactly how many are left.
Yeah, and this is
But look at the time discrepancy, by the way. Swim disgusts me.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Swim better hurry up here. Swim is very, very knowledgeable about his time, though, because he knows that he takes forever to do everything. There it is!
All right.
The last Annihilation.
3rd Annihilation drawn.
What a lucky ducky.
But Real Man's heroes are just dying left, right, and center.
Do you annihilate
just
here?
Annihilate, maybe.
I think you might want to.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
What a lucky dog. Draws his final Annihilation, manages to play it out. 43 gold. It's time to get those missing Vesters. He bought all 3 Blink Daggers, so he knows. He knows they're there. That was unsurprising. You already knew that was all that was left. But thank you, SunsFan.
I'm trying to make this hype, buddy.
This is it. With 3 Vesters, there is a chance that he can get to round 10.
Absolutely. This is not out of the realm of possibility. Of course, Swim does have the information that every single Annihilation is gone.
Yep.
There is at any cost, but at this point, with Time of Triumph being on the board for a couple of these heroes, it's going to be hard to actually make good use of it, I suppose.
I think you at any cost right here. Absolutely. Try to knock out some units.
He might pump first, though.
He is probably going to pump.
Here's the Ion Shell finally coming into play. This is going to be huge for this game, no doubt.
Absolutely.
This is a good pump right away. We saw, who was it, LifeCoach? Did not pump right away in a couple instances. Wanted to get a little bit greedy with a couple units being played, but did not play around at any cost. Any cost is still okay in opening this this avenue here for these heroes to hit the tower. But is it good enough?
I'd like to draw your attention to Real Man's camera. For the first time,
oh my, he's sitting up.
He is actively thinking. Wow, look at that Darkseer.
What did he move?
He moved
it was completely blocked.
One of those badass Centaur hunters.
Between me and my
we got double blink available for Real Man though. I just don't understand how this webcam is actually getting the full girth of the keyboard keys.
It is down there. He literally put it on the table so he could look down upon us, and now, for the first time, Swim has raised the ire of the Real Man. He is ready to fight. Do you double at any cost right now? I believe that is the play.
we'll see.
You clear shit
I mean,
out.
it's time to play these ion shells. These are going to be big. I know you want to put these on LC, but it's time, Swim.
There you go.
All right, double enemy cost. It's not going to kill everything. Darkseer survives.
Does help out, though. 12 damage on that tower, almost half. But we have more Vesters coming out. He just needs to hold for this one round. He's got potentially double Damocles. He could play that single Damocles in the lane with Ogre and hope for multicast, or he could draw it. And if he gets both of those, we could easily see a GG from the real man.
Now, it's also possible.
It is possible.
That you don't even know what I'm saying.
It is possible.
It's possible that Swim just goes all in on mid, knowing Annihilation is gone. You blink the Darkseer, you surge the Emissary to the mid lane.
What?
This is also risky, though. You can just put everybody in mid.
I mean, that's
in the first lane.
That's a big daddy risk right there. I guess he wants to use some more mana.
Vesture, though. He wants a Vesture in every lane. All right. Well, that also makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So no more Darkseer in the first lane.
Now you TP out?
Blade is cruel.
I think you TP out and then you... Oh, what a play! Real man has returned to his position.
He's really going to regret not playing that Ion Shell, though, I think.
I think so.
Very big plays.
Hip fire for initiation, too. What a god. Look at real man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Now he has all 5 heroes to play. 2 of which are Vestures. Still has the third one of the Apotheosis. Could have held for it.
Could have held.
Could have held for it.
Could have held.
Did not.
I don't think this will last any longer. We've made it.
Do you put 1 Vesture in each lane, or the 2? Oof, this is actually a tough call.
Ooh, this is really tough because he really wants to put Ogre Magi in that first lane so that he can chance getting another Damocles. But he doesn't have a Vester, so he's got to put Luna in that first lane, try to draw up as much damage as possible.
Yeah, Swim might just go all in on the first lane.
That would be a good idea.
He has Time of Triumph, knowing that Annihilation is
Swim!
Swim! All right, Real Man is going to see.
Shit.
Look at his reaction. I'm not sure what that means.
Will Real Man...
Only 1 blink available, though. This could be... Okay,
God.
This is the thing.
Yes.
You can both, like you talked about, multicast, blink. Can he kill Ogre is the question. He cannot.
He cannot.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is 38
That's
damage.
38.
So there's not much to be done there. But does he have lethal with Time of Triumph? It adds 4 times. I'm going to go for a gank to start it off. Okay, that's a good play.
Nice. Take out the...
I don't think he has lethal here. I don't think Swim has lethal there.
Yet again, the gank just coming through. We're going to put the Vester on the Ogre. We're going to blink out Ogre. We're going to try to hold as much as possible if he can make it.
He needs a second bolt, though, right?
He does need a second bolt, which is he was not able to bolt in this lane because he would have lost the game this next round. So we're still seeing he didn't draw the bolt. He didn't try to multicast the bolt. Well, he might be going around 12. Real man.
Possible. It is very, very possible.
Oh, boy.
All right, the Vestured PA dies, which is always good because you can just redeploy to wherever you want. It's a free Blink Dagger of sorts.
What a game. Time of Triumph is pretty much all that he can do in this lane.
Yeah. So that's going to be, I mean, that's a lot of damage, but it's not enough to take out the tower yet. And, of course, Ogre will be back. Bolt is only needed in the first lane.
Yep, that's right.
He's just going to keep initiative. There's no reason to play anything. The game's just over.
I believe it's over, my friend.
The game is actually just over.
Swim went all in, not expecting that gank to come out. With the gank, there is a good possibility that something could have happened. He's going to be able to TP out the axe for one final hurrah.
Swim with 0. I mean, we're seeing this over and over and over. No initiative cards like Fight Through Pain, anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Would make a huge difference here. Would make an absolutely huge difference.
It really would. I mean, but then again, where's the Berserker's Call? We haven't seen it yet. So
that's true. I don't think he's drawn 1.
I don't think he is.
He has all 3 still in his deck. That is really unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Although you have to assume Berserker's Call coming out right here.
Well, you don't have initiative. The
no,
game's
you don't.
over.
The game is over. But
you gotta assume.
You gotta assume. You gotta take a chance that he didn't have the bolt of Damocles.
Of course.
And you take a chance that you draw the. Will he finally get it?
You have to take the chance that he misses
he
lethal somehow.
He did not get it still.
Maybe he hasn't read the description of Bolt of Damocles yet, but no, that is not the case. Real Man 2-0 Swim in, I have to say, very convincing fashion. Real Man is extremely good.
He is very good. He drew the... Swim was able to draw the ire out of him. He made him move from his very stationary position. And he
That's true.
He laid the smackdown on that mother
He
sucker.
didn't move for the entire LifeCoach match, but
No.
Swim at least did that much.
He made him move 3 inches, and then he got beat down harder than anyone I've ever seen. Real man is a goddamn terror on this tournament.
What a beast, man.
And it was a pleasure watching him. Analyst panel, were you filled with as much adrenaline as I was watching that real man play some Artifact?